Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I have my weekend what sold video for you, and we've got 15 items that sold for a gross profit of over $1,100 on eBay. One item that sold over on Mercari for $50. So let's dive in to show you what sold on eBay. All right, so I have a new setup with a different microphone today. I do listen to your comments, and I appreciate comments as I'm doing this. So a lot of comments of when I'm wearing the GoPro that my sound isn't the best. And honestly, it's because I'm not talking very loud. Like right now, I'm in a room alone. And if my husband hears me, he's not going to say anything. When I'm walking a thrift store, I don't usually talk with this volume. I'm kind of like trying to not be so obvious, and therefore you lose sound quality. So husband gave me a different microphone. It's gonna look silly. He wanted me to wear the giant muffle things on there. I'm like, it looks like there's a chinchilla on my chest, and this is already an awkward thing walking around filming talking to yourself. But let's go ahead and throw a giant furry raccoon on the top. So luckily, I think we're going to get a different cover and it won't be as obvious, but that should help with sound quality. This one is actually being recorded with those microphones. So let me know if you notice any better quality. I'm sure he's still going to do some editing on the sound if I am quiet, but in live, in the field of sourcing, it's hard to turn my volume up. All right, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so 15 items. It wasn't the greatest weekend. I've been pulling some good numbers the last 2 weeks, so I knew I'd have to slow down eventually. So it was actually 10 of these items are in the last 24 hours, because by Saturday night, I only had 5 orders, and I'm like, oh great, this is going to be a rough weekend. And I knew why. Like, there's no doubt why. And it's because I haven't been putting as much effort into the business. And the reason is because I'm getting ready to do a yard sale. And once a year, I want to clear out my inventory and get rid of stuff that a year ago me bought, but now a year later, I would not buy it. Different brands that I pick up now at the bin stores. I'm getting pickier on the items that I'm picking up. Yeah, so live and learn. Year has passed. It's time to clear out that older inventory and do a yard sale. So by doing that, I took a lot of effort. We're trying to go through all the inventory. I've got over 1,100 items in my store, so it took some time. And then while we're doing that, we're finding items that are not even listed, which drives me crazy because I'm storing it for nothing if it's not on any platforms. But I did get a few things listed that I grabbed this weekend, and a couple of them have already sold, which is great. And there's still some items that I think are a great bolo for you. Those are the items to be on the lookout. If you haven't already, in the description, I have a free gift. It's a downloadable list of top brands, top items to look for when you're sourcing for eBay. That's yours for free. Grab it down below. But let's dive in, because there's still 16 items that you may be able to find out in the wild. And one of them is something I grabbed on, don't fall, on Saturday. So I went to an estate sale on Thursday, and this stuff was all overpriced. This person was a QVC addict. So much brand spanking new QVC items. So she was a late night shopper and never ended up using it. So sad face. But this one is a leg exerciser, as seen on TV. Brand new in its package. They wanted 40 on Thursday, but on Saturday, everything was half off. So I went back over there Saturday morning, and everything that you actually saw this sale. This was in the video that I filmed on Thursday. So you saw that this was 40 bucks there. It wasn't worth grabbing. So I grabbed it at 20. That player, that sharp 5-disc changer, that was still there. So it would have been $50, but there were no sold. Not even 3 years ago any sold. The only thing that sells from that is the remote. So as big as it was, like, it was giant. I didn't want to store it. Maybe I could have sold it for 200 bucks. I don't know what it would have gone for, because there's 0 comps at all, but it was so big. So I left that, but I did get a couple other things that leg exerciser. I went back and got that printer. I know somebody commented, if you're here, this is why, saying that I'm a horrible negotiator. Thank you. When I asked her how much that printer was, and she said $40. First, she asked how much is it going for, and I said right around maybe $100. And she said, okay, 40. And I said, okay, I'll think about it. Well, the commenter was saying that, oh, I should have counter offered and said $20, I'll buy it now. They don't know this woman. They don't know her. They don't know this business. They don't know me. So at this particular sale, I've been going to her estate sales for at least 3 years. We're on first name basis at this sale. And I know how she prices her items. She does not negotiate. When she puts her number out there, that is the number that it's going to be. Because I've done that before. I'm like, oh, you want, maybe I'll give you 20 for it. Nope, $40. Like, she's set on her price. So I appreciate the comment of saying that I am a horrible negotiator, but the reason I didn't negotiate was because I know her, and it's always a no. So why even waste my breath trying to negotiate when it's set? Okay, so yeah, I grabbed that printer. I grabbed the bean that you saw in the video. It was a good day. I grabbed quite a few things. So, all right, that already sold from Saturday. I listed it Saturday afternoon, and it just sold this morning. All right, I keep wanting to drop this golf club. Okay, I gotta keep this in order or I'm gonna get lost. Raycons. This is an easy bolo. These brands, they do sell. I find them at my bins, but you could definitely find them out in the wild. This was $15 day, and they sold for $50. But they're brand spanking new. They are green Bluetooth headphones. Normally, 15 into 50 is not a great deal, especially with free shipping, but these sell fast. So I'm fine grabbing those all day long because it's a quick $20. Easy. And I'm just going to put it in a poly mailer, so it's easy to ship. All right, the golf club that keeps wanting to fall. I paid $3 at an estate sale maybe 3-ish weeks ago. It's a Ping. I mean, a Ping golf club for $3? Yes, please. I've started making my golf clubs free shipping and adding $10. This one, luckily, it's going to California, not very far. And I laughed because they messaged saying, I'm a teacher. Please work with me on the price. But they spelled teacher wrong. And it just made me laugh. Like, are you really a teacher, or should I be nervous that you're a teacher? Because if you can't spell teacher, we got a problem. All right, so I sold this to a teacher and went ahead and took an offer, $77. I'm fine getting rid of it. I paid $3. So, yes, they got a great deal. I think I had it at $89. So they got like $13, $12 off of it. But that's all right. I got rid of it and maybe help the teacher out. Who knows? Printer ink, serious bolo. Bins, $5 day. It's a Maxify $1,200 color printer ink cartridge. Brand new, sealed. That's the only time I buy it. Sometimes I'll find it there and they're open. Never ever, because you don't know if it's used. I don't know if it's swapped. I'm not even going to mess with it. So if it's open, it stays on the shelf. This one, sealed. And $35 is what it sold for. We got some Sony headphones. These little guys. How cute are they? This is like total retro 90s headphones right here. They were actually with another little player. So I just separated them because they don't really go together. And these guys, so I'm going to say a zero cost of good because I bought it for the player, not for the headphones. They sold for $15. Just a little bolo. Sony is always a brand to watch for. We got some Department 56. These are a crazy, crazy good find, but they vary tremendously. There are some that are worth $10. There's some that are worth $500. So Department 56 is always going to be worth looking up and comping out. This particular set, I have probably 50 plus pieces of random Department 56. I got it at an estate sale. They priced them at $2 a piece. $2. There were a couple that were big, and I think he charged me $5 for those. Like, no brainer. Absolutely no brainer. I bought these maybe 2-ish months ago. And honestly, I haven't even paid the guys yet. So we did a deal where he wanted me to take them, check them all out, make sure they're not broken, and then give them a new calculation. So I've got a tab going. But I mean, I think I'm at like $150 for everything, and including the little accessories, and there's a train set. Uh, Gosh, so much stuff for this, and I've already sold 2 of them, and that's going to be at least half of what my investment is going to be. So, crazy, crazy good deal. And first one that sold is the Doctor's House, Snow Village, Doctor's House. Uh, I don't know what else to say about it. Paid $2, sold for 30. Not a huge one, but each one counts, and it's going to be an easy one to ship. I think I could put it in a 9x9 box that I have. If not, I've got a pile of boxes. It'll fit in something, and it's already in its foam, so I don't have to do extra packing with it. Just make sure there's stuff around so it doesn't move around, but the foam is what's going to be saving it and help it get there safely. We've got an Orby. I want to say this was a local thrift. I don't remember where I got it, but I paid $6. I put that in my spreadsheet. And power, Orby, it's a router. Serious bolo. I mean, Orby itself is always going to be worth grabbing. This particular one sold for $93. Definitely, definitely worth grabbing. The other Department 56 is Wong's Chinatown. And you'll see on here, this is Heritage Village, Christmas in the City, Wong's in Chinatown. Just a cool looking building. $55 is the original sticker on there. No, I paid $2 and it sold for $28. So those are not the big houses. I've got some listed over $100, but these little ones, I'm just happy to get rid of them because they do take up a lot of space. This is a fun one, and it's sold because it is opening weekend of the NFL. Well, I guess not opening weekend. Thursday was the first game, but the first Sunday of NFL. So the Miami Dolphins, I think they still have a few fans out there, starter jacket, and it sold for $100. I paid $10 at an estate sale. I don't normally like clothes. I just don't like selling clothes. But when it's a big jacket, a big starter jacket, no, I think I got this at a thrift store. It was $10, but I think it was a thrift store. And it sold for $100. I mean, super, super cool. All right. Now we've got a Magic Box. Magic Link CarPlay Smart Box. I bought a bunch of these at my bins for $15, and I cleared them out. So I spent like $200 on these, and I still have 12 of them left, doing a quick count. This is the cheaper one. I had 2 of these, and it sold for $75. This little guy, $75. Good find. This one's weird. Smelling salt. Have you ever heard of this? I haven't, but Google is your friend. And I put this into eBay, and it told me that it's selling. It's a hot item. It is smelling salt. I don't know what you do. It's from Canada. I really don't know. I still don't even know. Even reading this. Activation instructions. Pour refill pack into bottle, including cotton ball. Into the bottle? I don't know. If anyone knows what the heck you do with smelling salt, let me know. But anyways, these were a $3 bins find. I found 3 of them that day. I listed them separately, but one buyer bought all 3. Thank you, because so much easier to ship as one lot, and it was $68 total. So I had them listed at what, $22 a piece? All 3 sold, one listing. I get to put them in one package and paid for one label, because otherwise that would have been 3 separate labels at roughly $4 a piece. I only have to pay the label once. So thank you, buyer, for buying them all. All right, we've got a personal massager. I love selling these. I know. It's like the most awkward thing to buy, but it just cracks me up. I love selling them. They're fun to sell. So this was $5 at a local estate sale. Came with his box and a little bit of dust, but he's got his manual in there. I plugged it in. It does what it needs to do, and it sold for $45. Definite bolo. If you can get over the awkwardness of buying those in public. And I think I was with my son that day, too. That's funny, but he wouldn't know any different. He's 4. Okay. Vintage Michigan sweatshirt. This one's pretty cute. Yeah, I thought that was a tear. Thankfully, it's not. So, vintage, champion, medium sweatshirt. I paid $2 at a thrift store. Nope, $2 at an estate sale. Again, I don't normally buy clothes. This one, I think I was desperate. I think that's what it came down to, because I bought a couple. It was right before the Olympics, and they had some Olympic cycling jackets. And I ended up selling them to a friend of mine because she has an antique booth and had much better odds selling it in person during the Olympics than me putting it on eBay, because I wasn't having any luck and I don't like to list clothes. But a little sweatshirt like this was pretty simple to list, and it sold for 25 bucks. So someone's going to be happy that lives in Michigan or is a Michigan fan. We got some books. This was a good one. This is Bim's Find. It wasn't. $15 day. It's called the I Survived series by Scholastic. It's the whole set. 21 books. $15, sold for 50 bucks. So again, it's not a huge flip, but they sold within a matter of 2 weeks of listing them. It's free shipping, but I get to use media mail, so those will be cheaper to ship. And it'll make somebody happy. All right, this one I love because of its name. It's called a platypus. Who names these things? So it is a Gravity Works micro filter water system. I don't know. Maybe it's a prepper thing. Maybe it's a hiking thing. I don't know. But it removes bacteria and cleans the water. So like here you can show a bag of what looks like urine getting cleaned out into a clear bag. Hopefully you're not drinking urine. Yeah, you can see it on the front here too. Gross demonstration. But platypus here, I paid $15 on Friday late in the day. That's what cracks me up, is this was probably 2 hours into opening, and this guy sold for $132. Yeah, he's brand new in here, so that was a good find. And last is Macari. Was one lonely sale. This was a $15 bin. Find Microsoft Surface Duck. So 15 bucks. It's brand new in here. Open box, and it sold for $50. So again, a quick thing, and gets it out of my store. All right, my friends. So I am getting close to 10,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough for following along and leaving me such amazing and encouraging comments. Or the comment about me being an awful negotiator. Thank you anyway. Thank you for taking the time and still leaving a comment. So as I'm reaching this goal, I've got plans. It's going to be, depending how fast it's growing. Like right now, we've hit a growth spurt, and if I'm getting 10 subs a day, within a week, I should be at 10,000 subscribers. So I'm going to have I'm going to go live and do a 10K Q&A giveaway. I had to remember how I was going to say it. And it's going to be just a live YouTube live. I'll do it Q&A style, so come with your questions, and it can be any questions. It can be about reselling, it could be about personal, it could be about the surgery, it could be anything you want to ask me. I'm an open book, and while we're chit-chatting, I'm going to be doing some fun giveaways. I'm going to do some big ones. I'm going to do a thermal printer. There's going to be some Amazon or Visa gift cards on there. And I'm trying to come up with some other stuff to give away during it as well. So you're not going to want to miss it. I'm guessing it's going to be in the next week or two. And then I do have a surprise to reveal at that live. So you are not going to want to miss it. More details to come, but mark your calendars that it's going to be coming, because as soon as I hit 10,000, I'm going to get that guy scheduled. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you want to help me reach that goal, hit that subscribe button, give the thumbs up to tell YouTube that you liked it, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.